Hey Guardians, welcome to the Destiny Help Desk podcast, a show that's designed to help you with the little bits of the Destiny 2 online game. My name is Todd the Gator, and whether you're a brand new Guardian to the game or a returning player, I'm here to help you explain the constantly changing dynamics of this game, bring you up to speed, and get you ready to jump in and start your Destiny journey. This is the audio component to my YouTube channel, which is Todd the Gator. Remember, that's 2 Ds and G-A-T-R, or visit youtube.com/Todd the Gator. On this week's show, episode 8, I asked the question that some of you out there may be asking. I hear about all these subclass and armor builds, but how do I actually get the armor mods to make these powerful setups? In today's episode, I will offer up some helpful tips that you can use right away to help you complete your collections of the armor and ghost mods. If you are more of a visual learner or want to refresh your memory of today's subject, you'll always find a link to the video pertaining to this show's topic. Just check those show notes below. If you have any questions for me that I might answer on the show at a later time, email me at toddthegator@gmail.com, or you can send me a voicemail with your question at speakpipe.com/Destiny Help Desk. All of these links will also be in the show notes below. Hey, there's no stupid questions in Destiny, so if you need answers, please don't hesitate to send them my way. This podcast is here to serve you, and who knows, your question might just help out a fellow newer Guardian out there as well. You can find me on Twitter at Todd the Gator as well. All right, let's get into it. Hey Guardians, I've been getting some feedback in our community Discord lately, and if you don't know what that is, that's discord.gg/Guardian Downcast. And a question I see newer players ask our members is, I'm watching these awesome build videos, but I don't see the mods I need to put them together. Where can I get these? There are numerous places you can get these mods, depending mostly on the mod you're looking for. There are weapon mods, ghost mods, armor mods, seasonal mods. Yeah. This is a quick episode to explain where you can start looking and what these mods can do for you. So let's get started. I'll mention a few of my favorite mods for PvP and PvE at the end of the episode, so be looking out for those. Alright, let's start with the ghost mods. I released in episode 4 about what, where, and how ghost mods work for you. And if you haven't listened to that episode yet, I'll leave a link to the video and the episode in the show notes below. Upon masterworking your ghost, you'll notice that you have some mods already there by default. The remaining mods will be acquired through any world legendary Engram drops and opening of chests. Bungie is pretty generous with dropping these early, so just keep playing. A quick note here that for your activity ghost mods, like for instance Greater Core Harvest, things that are respective to certain game types like Gambit, Vanguard Strikes, or Crucible, you'll need to open respective legendary engrams from that playlist to get those to drop for you. Sometimes you'll get them in your clan engrams as well, so keep an eye out. The more you play in these playlists, the more engram drops you'll get, so jump in. Now we have weapon mods. These are mods that affect the behavior of your weapons. There are only 2 ways you can get these weapon mods, and that is by number 1, checking in with Banshee, the gunsmith in the tower. He has an assortment of weapon mods in his inventory every Destiny 2 reset day, which as the recording of this video is 12 p.m. Eastern Time. The number 2 way of getting weapon mods, these mods will drop from ranking up the gunsmith packages. Even more reason to grab those daily weapon bounties, as you now get plus 50 gunsmith rep per completed bounty, and 4 dailies are available every day for per character. So that's plus 600 rep if you have 3 characters. Bungie has enacted a knockout system where you only get mods that you don't have. You won't ever see repetitive mod drops. You can also get adept versions of some of these mods, but you'll need to play Grandmaster Nightfall Strikes or Flawless Trials of Osiris runs to get a chance at those. That'll take some dedication and a little bit of skill. Now let's get into the armor mods. These are the mods that will take some time to fully collect, and it can be frustrated in acquiring them. Let's first break down armor mods into 5 different forms. First, you have your basic armor mods. These are found on your helmet, your gauntlets, your chest, and leg armor. These mods can affect your abilities or weapons. These mods have 3 sources to get a drop. Either ranking up gunsmith packages, vendor rank up packages like Vanguard, Crucible, and Gambit, or opening any legendary engrams in the world. Next, you have your class item mods. These mods affect your ability recharge rates and finishers. These are also found the same way as the armor mods, but one, the special finisher, you can only get from Ada 1 in the tower, so keep that in mind. The third type of armor mod are your general mods. These affect only your armor stats, like resilience, for example. Opening legendary engrams and rank up packages will give you a chance on these. One of the benefits of myself playing alternate accounts is that I can see how long it takes to get these general mods. Our veteran players out there probably just assumed you get them automatically, but you don't. So get out there and play anything. But I've had the most luck with opening legendary engrams to get these.
The path to victory is long, but there's always hope. Fight!
Fourth, you have your combat style mods. These are the most expansive set of mods and originate from prior seasons and are introduced into new seasons. There's really only one place you can get these mods. And unfortunately, that would be Ada 1 in the tower. It can be very frustrating as you'll have to wait for her daily rotations at every Destiny 2 reset. Some mods may not come back for months. So the best advice I can give you here is to check in with Ada 1 every single day and see what she has available. She offers 4 rotating mods every day, and like I said, unfortunately, this is the only way to get these mods. So make sure you check in daily. These are some of the most powerful mods in the game, so checking in daily with Ada 1 will be worth the aggravation. Trust me on this. Hopefully, Bungie will make a change of this where we can either purchase them directly or some other alternative method in the new Lightfall expansion. We'll just have to see. The last mod types are the Legacy and Raid mods. These mods only have a benefit when using them in a particular raid. You can only get these mods from raid drops. They can offer some good advantages when it comes to the mechanics of a raid encounter, so start jumping into the raids to get them. From prior experience, they drop pretty frequently. Hey Guardians, just a quick announcement that I've achieved my first goal of reaching 1,000 newer Guardians out there on my YouTube channel, and it continues to grow every day. And I wanted to thank you for your support, and hopefully the videos I've released thus far have given you some clarity in traversing the intricacies of the Destiny 2 online game. My next goal now is to shift and get newer Guardians out there prepared for the new Lightfall expansion coming in February of this year. It's not that far away. So I planned another set of videos with all new topics that will help the newer Guardian get ready for the next big Destiny 2 event. So keep an eye out on my YouTube channel for these videos, and the audio components, of course, will be released here on the podcast as well in the very near future. So if you haven't already subbed to my YouTube channel, Todd the Gator, what are you waiting for? Jump in there, follow the channel, and hit that notification bell so you'll be alerted to those videos first when they arrive. So thanks very much, and later, Guardian. All right. Well, if you stuck around to the end of this episode, thank you, by the way. You may be asking yourself, hey, Gator, what mods should I start to keep an eye out for with Ada 1 in the tower? The first thing I would tell you is all the mods. But if you're wanting to jump, say, into PvP, otherwise known as the Crucible, the ones that are a must for me to build my armor stats, the first mod you'll want to get is called Powerful Friends. Mobility is a very important armor stat for me, as it can give you better strafe speed while aiming down sights of your weapons, and can also increase the height of your jumps, which can be great in trying to avoid those shotgunners coming for you. Am I right? Powerful Friends, when used with an arc mod in another slot, gives you plus 20 to your mobility. This is key to getting those 80 and above tier mobility builds. I run 100 mobility when I'm playing competitive Crucible. The other combat mod I always like to have with me in the Crucible is called High Energy Fire, which, when charged with light, A note on that, other mods will work to get you that charge with light when you pick up an orb of power, for instance, called Taken Charge. This will give you an increase in damage. Now when it comes to PvE, there are so many options, but I'm a Void Warlock at heart, and 2 combat mods that are a must when running Void 3.0 are Well of Tenacity, which reduces damage taken from enemies for a short time. Wells, by the way, are elements that drop when you kill enemies. And the other PvE mod I love is called Font of Might, which grants a temporary bonus to weapon damage of the same elemental type as your subclass. So as you can see, I can reduce damage done to me and increase my damage output from 1 elemental well. So look for those 4 mods from Ada 1, and you'll be well on your way to creating a monster guardian. There's way too much to talk about with these mods. Just know that most of the crazy build videos out there use a combination of these mods with the new Void, Solar, and Arc 3.0 subclasses out now. Well, as you can see with the new build crafting in Destiny 2, there are a lot of mods to collect. And remember, as you play the game, seasonal mods will unlock and are usually cheaper to slot in your armor than your permanent ones in your collections. Oh, and by the way, if you're ever wondering what mods you still need to acquire and where to find them, just go to your collections tab and select mods, and you'll see what you need. And now Bungie has made it easier to know where to find them within their descriptions when you scroll over them. Hey, thanks for listening to this episode. Hopefully this will convince you to at least know how and where to find the mods you need to make those powerful builds. The mod game is the next level of Destiny 2, and once you get into it and understand more of armor, weapon, and ghost builds, the more you'll start gathering resources to make even more of them. And once you do, your Guardian will feel even more powerful. Keep an eye out on future episodes where I'll talk about another subject in the world of Destiny 2. Just a reminder, if you want to join our community, go to discord.gg/GuardianDownCast. That's where my longtime friend Hazelnut and I have another Destiny 2 podcast for new and veteran Guardians, where we interview content creators and community members to discover their story and journey in Destiny. We also talk about the current issues in the community and game, and go over the latest news from Bungie. If this sounds like something you might be wanting to check out, the link will be in the show notes as well. There's lots of quick links down there, so check them out. Also, if you have a question relating to the show that you want answered, you can email me at todddegator@gmail.com or send me a voicemail at speakpipe.com/Destiny Helpdesk. I want to help you out, so let's hear them. And who knows, your question might make the show. Thanks again for your time, and later, Guardian. Now let's get into the armor mods. These are the mods that will take some time to fully collect, and it can be frustrated in requiring them. Requiring them? No, acquiring them. Okay, if you stuck around to the end of this episode, thanks for that, by the way. You may be asking yourself, hey Gator, what mod should I start keeping an eye on with Ada 1 in the tower? The first thing I would tell you is all the mods. But if you're wanting to jump into PvP, in other words, the Crucible, the ones that are a must for me to build my armor stats is what is it, Gator? Spit it out, buddy.